case scenario was the air quality in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I was a city planner, city manager, and this committee and I were discussing on ways to decrease the acidity in the rain that was landing on the national park and affecting the vegetation and possibly the ecosystem. Before the committee and I could discuss on ways to address this problem, a farmer came in and discussed how her crops are destroyed because of the increased ground level ozone layer. In the passage, it said that each problem, the ground level ozone layer and the acid rain, were both important. And I had to make a tough decision on where we should aim our focus on first. And yeah, it was not, it was a tough decision, but ultimately I picked the ground level ozone layer to focus on first. It seemed urgent. Crops were being destroyed. It seemed that to me we could quickly figure out a way to, combat the ozone layer, the ground level ozone layer. And while that is, seeing if the ways that we figure out work, if they work for the ground level ozone layer, we can, focus on the acid rain again. After I chose to focus on the ground level ozone layer, I had to make another tough decision whether we should prohibit private traffic or private vehicle traffic at the national park, so you can't drive there or park there. That's what I'm assuming, or redirect traffic somewhere else, not near the national park. In my head, I feel like both of these decisions could upset some people that usually go to the national park a lot. So might as well rip the band-aid off and just say no private vehicle traffic here, take a free shuttle or something like that. I think that could greatly decrease the ground level ozone layer, and maybe it can open people's minds to public transportation, riding a bike or stuff like that. So yeah, I think that decision would do more good than redirecting traffic, because redirecting traffic, I don't think would lower the amount of vehicles on the road going to the national park. Yeah, so those are the decisions I made along in the scenario. Some research to back up, or some information to back up why I picked the ground level ozone layer was that in section 8.4 of the textbook, it kind of discussed some effects of the ground level ozone layer, kind of like it can damage your lung tissue, it can damage crops, like it was said in the passage, because the chlorophyll in the plants are damaged, and chlorophyll is what's used in the process of photosynthesis. Some reactive molecules are still in the air, causes eye irritation. So really, in general, it's just a toxic, irritating substance at ground level in the sky. So I just felt like after hearing that information, I thought it was good to aim my focus at the ground level ozone layer and then pivot and go back to the acidic rain. If I remember correctly, in the passage it said like the acidic rain was going for a while at the national park. So it's kind of tough to say, hey, let's just put that still off to the side for a little bit and go look at this problem really quick and go back to the acidic rain. But it seemed very urgent that we address the ground level ozone layer, and what's a little bit more time for the acidic rain. But as soon as we find a way for the ground level ozone layer to decrease a little bit, or create a process to decrease it, then we can go to the acidic rain and tackle that as a whole. So yeah, those were just my decisions in this case scenario. Let me know what you guys think.